Здравствуйте, ребята! Сегодня мы готовим pork carbonade. We're going to make pulled pork sandwiches. Очень вкусно. Давай, поехали. Okay, so first step is we need to prep our carbonade before we get it ready for the grill. So we're gonna start by adding 1 packet чеснок. There. Salt. About 1/2 salt to versus the amount of чеснок, so maybe a little bit more. And then we're going to add a little bit красный перец. And when we get done, this is what our mixture should look like. And this is what we call just a rub. We're going to rub this on the meat to get ready. And then it's going to sit while we get all of our charcoal started and the grill prepared. So now that we have that on there, it's all mixed good. We'll take a little bit in our hands and you're going to rub it into your meat. So this is about 2 kilograms, 2 kilograma carbonade. Good and covered. And don't worry about the fat. Жир – это не проблема, потому что it will render, it will melt. Если ты видишь очень много жира, потом резать, just cut some of the fat away. But this fat cap is what we call it, like жирная шапка is really quite nice for this piece of meat. And throw the rest of it on here. And then it's all ready and set. We're going to leave it here so it gets to room temperature. And while it's sitting, we'll go get our charcoal started on the grill, and then we'll put it on the grill. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and add on our carbonade. So our charcoal's all ready, and I got it started over here. If you haven't seen our video where I had my friend Pasha and we cooked some ribs, you should go ahead and check out the link because I show you how we use a chimney to start our charcoal. Bez chemia, no fans, none of that. And we're using indirect heat where I put all of the charcoal and the heat on the right side, but I'm gonna add our carbonade onto the left side, and it's gonna cook nice and slow. So usually you need about 1.5 to 2 hours for 1 kilogram of meat. And so our carbonade is 2 kilograms. So you need to add an extra hour for every additional kilogram. So in our case, we have 2 kilograms. So we're gonna go for about 3 hours, but we also have thermometers just to make sure the internal temperature is exactly where we need it. So let's go ahead and throw this onto the grill. And again, it's going to cook nice and slow, but let me close this up and we'll come back and check on it in about an hour. Ребята, it's been about 1 hour. So let's go ahead and check on our carbonade and you'll see it's looking really, really good right now. So already we're seeing it getting a little bit darker. So the next step is we're gonna add a little bit of our wood chips just to give it some smoke flavor. This isn't the same. It's not really like smoking the meat, but because it's indirect heat, we add some wood chips, just adds a little bit of extra wood flavor, and we're gonna see a little bit of flame. But since it's indirect, that flame's not going to, we say, lick the meat. So we'll add some of these on here. Not too much, but enough to get a little bit of flame going. And then I'm gonna go ahead and rotate this again over and you see the grill marks, and I just poked a hole. You see those juices? They're already running out. Just one hole, and we have juices running. That's the advantage of cooking with indirect heat, is you get the slow cooked juiciness, and that makes your meat just extremely tasty. Okay, so our carbonade is all done. So let's just check the temperature to make sure, but I checked it a little bit earlier and we were looking really good. So ideally we want to make sure that we're at least at 62 degrees internal temperature. And so we were there earlier. And we're just about there. Okay, so we're all set here. Let's brush a little bit of sauce on here and give it about 10 minutes over direct heat with the sauce. And again, I'm just putting a light layer on the carbonade because when we go back inside, we're going to shred it and we're going to add sauce when we shred it. But this is just to give it a crust on the outside to go with all that garlic. So let's rotate this over. And just a light sauce. And when we shred this up for pulled pork sandwiches, it's going to be absolutely tasty. All right, we're all good there. Now I'm going to put this over direct heat. So I'll slide our grate directly over our coals just for the last final 10 minutes. But you can already see right here where I cut away a little, it's white meat, really tender and soft, and when we shred this, it's going to be really, really tasty. So I think I'm going to eat this piece now. And we'll give it 10 more minutes and we'll be set to go. Okay, so we got all our pork pulled off. The carbonade is all here. I already started to shred it. If you haven't seen our previous video where we made chicken quesadillas, I use these shredders. We call them bear claws. So check out the link to our chicken quesadilla video and you'll get to see how I use these, but it's really not quite difficult. You just hold the meat in place and we're just going to pull some of this pork away so that it's nice and shredded. And carbonade or lapatka, either one work great when you slow cook it because it just pulls away. And you see how soft it is. And we get this nice shredded white pork. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna add some sauce to it and we're gonna make a sandwich. So first thing I'm gonna do is just take a little bit of our barbecue sauce. Again, if you haven't seen how to make a great homemade barbecue sauce, American style, please check out our videos. So I'll just mix some of this in here and we're going to go ahead and just make one sandwich. And these are great for parties. If you have guests coming over, you'll impress them with some really unique American style pork. And you just add, we just use regular hamburger buns. And there you see, yummy stuff. And you're not gonna find this anywhere in Russia unless you make it yourself. So I highly suggest try this out. Do the recipe like I showed you. If you have any questions, throw them in the comments for us because we'd love to hear it. And make sure you like and share the video with your friends. This is a great treat for people with some juicy, yummy pork. It's not dried out like shashlik. You'll love it. So thanks for joining us. Hope to see you next time. And check out our other videos and learn how to use these and make some barbecue sauce. All right, just a reminder, like our videos, make sure you subscribe, like us, comment, hit the little notification bell on YouTube. Let us know what you think in the comment section because we love the feedback. Best of all, make sure you subscribe to our Instagram because our Instagram is going to have some outtakes, some funny stuff that goes on behind the scenes while we're making the videos, as well as some other cool things. Also on the Instagram, you're going to know exactly when we're going to release a new video, even before everybody else.